Bold relationships. What does that phrase mean to you? What would that look like to you? I'd like to invite Felipe Cote, president of South Carolina Lutheran Men in Mission, to the stage to share just one story of the amazing ways in which the South Carolina Lutheran Men in Mission embarks on bold relationships with congregations and communities across the Synod. Felipe, good to have you here.
Thanks. Before I start, wow, can we give another round of applause for everything that's gone on? Thank you. Awesome. Guess what? Guess what? I have a story. But you don't get to hear my story today. We all have a story. But now I'd like to tell you a story of South Carolina Lutheran men, a story about our partnership with Christ Community. South Carolina Lutheran Men, I'm going to abbreviate to SCLMM. So, good afternoon. Again, my name is Felipe Cote, and I serve as president of South Carolina Lutheran Men, SCLMM. I am excited to be here today to bring you greetings from all of SCLMM and share with you a story of the amazing work we are a part of, and that has been made possible by all of you and the South Carolina Synod support. Christ Community is a new mission start in North Charleston. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to worship in their sanctuary for a couple of years because of termite damages. Pastor Josh Knudsen is the pastor that serves Christ Community. He preached his first sermon at Christ in their sanctuary. That was his first sermon at his first call. After worship, a couple members came to Pastor Josh to inform him they had found some holes in the wall. After an inspection, the congregation learned termites had been eating away at the structure for years. They had eaten so much that the building was no longer structurally sound. In the 2 years since Pastor Josh has served there, he has only worshiped in the sanctuary once, that first Sunday. After learning that the structure could be repaired, Christ Community embarked on a capital campaign to pay for the repairs. Combined with this, the SCLMM gave them a 0% interest loan. This loan took a major load off this new congregation. When asked how this loan had impacted the congregation, Pastor Josh shared this: to know that we were going to be able to get the money and it wouldn't cost us more than what we needed for the actual repairs was a clear sign of God's abundance in a congregation where people would say they were giving as much as they could. Pastor Josh continued, giving has doubled between the annual fund and the capital campaign. The motivation to see this project through comes from seeing the generosity of the Lutheran men. They not only gave us the loan, but they are one of our supporters as a mission start. Knowing that SCLMM is in our corner enables us to do what we are doing outside the sanctuary to support the community. While the loan is truly appreciated by Christ Community and is an amazing ministry that we are able to provide, the work of LMM goes beyond financial generosity. It is about being in bold and daring relationships. Recently, a group from SCLMM visited Christ Community to partner with them in one of their local outreach ministries. There are veterans who live in the woods near the congregation, and the members of Christ Community provide feeding ministries for them as well as supporting 3 transitional houses. And now they are building a community garden so the veterans who are suffering from being homeless and having access to healthy produce. SCLMM brought desserts, fried chicken, and drinks to share during one of their Sunday meals for the veterans. The shelter is an old motel, and we all set up tables in the middle of as a U-shape. I really didn't expect the veterans to stick around and talk to us, but many of them did, building relationships. The relationships that are built through the work and generosity of South Carolina Lutheran Men continues to reach further into our communities. The work and partnership of SCLMM makes it possible for Christ's Community to be less focused on money and more focused on the work of honoring and loving their neighbors, and in turn to share with and teach us through the work they're doing. It's these bold relationships of accompaniment, not only with each other as men within the organization, but also within congregations and ministry across the South Carolina Synod. That is where I truly see the Holy Spirit working to bring us all together. Together, we are doing amazing work, and we're thankful for your support as well as the opportunity to walk alongside you in support as well. Thank you. One more thing I'd like to do before I leave here, if it's okay. I'd like for everyone that's involved in South Carolina Lutheran Men to stand up. Y'all should all be standing. Thank y'all.